Hey guys, my name is Simeo, and today, Pulse got an upgrade in Rainbow Six Siege. I was not expecting these patch notes, and if you're surprised by this, I don't blame you, because I never thought to myself that Pulse needed a buff in this game. Sure, he may not be the best choice in every single situation. I never think that he's the top tier defender in the game, like someone like Valkyrie, but even still, in the right hands and on the appropriate map, he can absolutely decimate the enemy team with his shotgun and his gadget. He is an amazing operator in the right situation. And so, to my surprise, Ubisoft not only gave him a visual update to his heartbeat monitor, which admittedly I like. This is something that I do appreciate. It reminds me of what they did to IQ. It made it easier to see what was going on in the distance, so I like that aspect, but they also just made it flat out better. You guys are gonna notice, this is a perfect example. Even when there's multiple enemies on your screen, you know exactly where each and every single one of them are going if they're in range of your heartbeat monitor. You know when they're about to work their way up a staircase because it literally follows their heartbeat as they make their way up the staircase. You know when they're about to put a breaching charge outside of a window because it is that consistent. No longer do you have to wait that couple of seconds for the pulse to reactivate to get an idea of where the enemy moved. It basically tracks them all the time, and it's crazy how good it is now. And while I'm not going to go out on a limb and say that he is now going to be the best defender operator in the game, because I don't think that's going to happen, but man, this is a big buff to Pulse. He is now significantly better in my eyes because, as you guys all know, information is key in Rainbow Six Siege, and this is a hell of a lot more information. One thing that I'm really curious to see how plays out is what's going to happen when a team incorporates this into their roster and really leans on the heartbeat monitor. One thing that I've always wanted to try but never was really successful with is to communicate with a bunch of friends over voice comms, have a Tachanka behind a wall, and then as soon as Pulse lets Tachanka know that they're in that area, he can rip on into them and take them out. Sadly, it wasn't all that successful, probably due in part because of the way that Pulse's gadget worked in the past, but now though, you can let your teammate know, okay, yep, he's about to be in front of the doorway, now start shooting. Easy, easy. I don't know. It's gonna be a game changer. And while I know that this isn't the biggest critique, because this is relying on teamwork, this is coordination, this is working with your squad, working with your teammates to pull off these kills. Man, if you were worried about accusations in the past, this might take it to another level. The only thing I can think of for why Ubisoft decided to give Pulse an upgrade is that I know that he was on the lower end of the pick rates. I know that he wasn't the most popular, but even still, I'm surprised that the other operators in the game, like Tachanka, like Twitch and stuff like that, didn't get an upgrade before Pulse. Now, this isn't to say that he didn't deserve it. This isn't to say that this is the worst thing ever. I'm just very surprised that this is what they decided on, and so I'm really curious to see how all of it plays out. One thing that this does make me hopeful for, though, is that if Ubisoft is okay with giving Pulse an upgrade, I'm crossing my fingers that that means that some of the other lesser used operators like Twitch are also going to be getting a buff. I love Twitch mainly because of her FAMAS. The F2 is an amazing weapon. It's arguably the best assault rifle in the game, but her gadget really does leave something to be desired. It's cool every once in a while. It's nice if you're trying to take out some of the gadgets around the map, but because it is so weak and it can't jump, I mean, they advertise her drone to be durable. They basically advertise it when you watch her cinematic as being this really high-tech piece of technology, but it doesn't even have the capabilities of the little normal drones that everyone has running around or driving around. And so what I'm hoping for is that it has the ability to jump, which would be huge, or also maybe just give it a couple more health so that one stray bullet doesn't take it out. That fact that it is so fragile really hinders its effectiveness in a lot of situations. As long as the enemy is being observant, they're gonna take that out no problem, especially because of its limited mobility. I still think Tachanka could use an upgrade. I know that he got a buff a couple of patches ago, but he's, in my opinion, still one of the worst operators in the game. Doc could use some loving, and so while it's nice that Pulse got a buff, I don't think that this is going to make him overpowered. It's just very, very surprising. That's probably the theme of today's video, is that I was not expecting this whatsoever. And so if you haven't tried Pulse, or you were always turned off by him because you didn't like his playstyle, I recommend that you give him a go. He is significantly better, he gives a lot of information to your team, and in some maps, he might be a game changer. But yeah, guys, that is about it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Give me your thoughts on what happened to Pulse. Do you think this is pushing things too far? Do you love it? Do you think that they should revert it back to what it was before? Let me know down below. But yeah, guys, until tomorrow, have a good one, and take it easy.